say in Arabic, they say there are 7 benefits of traveling. 7 different things you can learn and benefit from traveling. Yeah.
You remember all 7?
No, really, I could BS my wife or something.
I've seen the
meter.
meter.
My new quality.
Yeah, I've seen the meter peg, so I know you're capable.
I mean, that's one of the benefits of being here. You know, if I make up an English word, you know, I got a good excuse to talk my mother language. If I make up an Arabic word, you know, who knows, man?
Who knew? So few Americans speak Arabic. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so one of the new things I've started to think about is making sure I see some of the cowling. I used to sit slightly lower before.
Yes.
But I found that it helped a little bit.
It's really important for you to do that. Yeah. I'm glad you discovered that.
Yeah. That was just recent.
All right, so we're going to have you go through your spiel.
Okay.
Here. And I'm going to put this on because the law says that if the airplane is equipped with a shoulder harness, you're supposed to use it. Now, there are many airplanes this age that do not have shoulder harnesses.
Yeah.
So, but if it's equipped, you're supposed to use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least for takeoff and landing.
And landings, yeah. But that's one of the things that I came across yesterday. You don't have to use them for during a flight. The shoulder harness only. And passengers could take everything off.
Unless you as pilot deem it important. You are in charge of the ship.
Yeah.
You are the ship's captain.
Yeah.
If you determine that it's important that it be used, you have the right to say that.
Everybody has to comply.
They have to comply.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we get the hubs out of the way first?
Yep.
Okay.
9257. No, excuse me. 925.7.
925.7. And the tag is 47.25. Name date 29. Instructor. Yep. I'll give mine putting it here.
No problem. This is your office.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So if you need at some point, even though the examiner is sitting here, if you need him to hold something for you, he has to do that. I mean, obviously,
it's expected.
You ask nicely, but
of course.
But, I mean, you don't tell him, but you would ask him to hold it for you for a second, just so you can do something.
Manage my
cockpit.
But
this is your office,
Yep.
and it's up to you to manage what's here.
Okay, good. And that's a part of it. So I have everything set up for where I need it to be, and I'm ready.
Yes.
Okay. And then, shall we start, or do you want the briefing, or?
Any way you want to do it.
Okay, practice briefing. So, I know you're an informed pilot, and I'm a pilot in command, and just a standard briefing, I'm sure you know everything. Okay. Seat belts on, you know how they work.
Right. If you have any questions, please ask.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? We have exits to the 2 doors. We have the back opening in the back in case we need to use it for any reason. We got a fire extinguisher in the back here underneath the back seat, so in case of any, and if we need to use it, also available. Don't touch anything unless you tell me. We know about positive exchange of controls. What else? If you have any questions.
Okay, let me just add one thing to that. If during any portion of the flight that we have an emergency situation to develop, I might ask you to crack your door prior to landing or something like that. If we had to do an off-field, in the unlikely event we had to do an off-field landing. Remember that spiel that they read?
Yeah.
This is really part of all that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it applies to us too.
Yeah.
So this would be an unlikely. You don't want to scare anybody, but you want to just be frank. If I have to take control and something develops into an emergency condition, I may ask you to behave differently. I may ask you to crack your door just prior to an off-field touchdown.
Okay, good. And then, yeah, if also among other things, if you're uncomfortable for any reason, you want to use the bathroom, if you feel like you're
If
queasy,
you start to feel hot,
just
usually that's going to be the key.
let me know.
Always suggest to your passengers, if any of you start to feel really hot all of a sudden, tell me, because that's the precursor to being airsick.
Okay. I don't want to mention airsick, but I'll just say if you feel
you don't want to
or uncomfortable for any reason whatsoever,
right.
Just let me know. It's going to be okay, but let me know.
You don't want somebody to throw up in your airplane.
Yeah.
I've had this to happen.
Oh, really?
I had to clean it up, and it's awful.
It's awful.
On a hot
don't
summer
even
day,
think about it.
flying over the Mississippi.
Oh, that's
flying
horrible.
over the Mississippi.
That is horrible. Okay, so we're good with the briefing?
Yes.
So let me start my check list here. Multi-barrel static left wing. Fuel tanks. Package door locked. Okay, start engine. Briefing, seat belts checked. Beacon on. Oh, one of the things that occurred to me, do we have a squawk list for this plane in case somebody else had a problem with it before I write it?
We do not. We should have. We don't. Write it on here. I don't think there's a. They made it formal, did they? Well, they do have one.
Maybe we do. Okay.
Yep. We do have one. So,
okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
good. So maybe I should check it every time I fly,
Yep.
and use it if I have something
Yes.
come up. Okay, beacon on. Circuit breakers in. Sure. Rich. Off. You took off the cable.
Yes.
Took off the chocks. I'm gonna give it 2 or 3 maybe actually.
I think the book says 4 even, but if it's cold, go ahead and give it 4.
4. Okay. I know you tend to want to be conservative with the primer, but
Yeah, I've changed that. I've
Okay.
changed my stance on this engine. I've had some learning to do as well.
Okay.
And the POH actually calls for 4 to 6.
Yeah.
Do you have a copy of the POH for this plane?
No, I was gonna make a copy actually of it. I have a standard one. I got
I've
offline.
got one that's on my website
Yeah.
that you can pull up.
For us?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah. So
Nice.
You can pull that down.
Thank you. That saves me. I was gonna actually
Yeah.
make copies of this one with my
Yeah.
phone. So yeah. All right. Copy off timer. Master switch on. Clear.
Should be good. Stop. All right. Let's try this.
Flooded, you think?
Yep.
Okay, so you pull this
Yep,
in,
all the
and
way
then as
off.
soon as it starts, we
Yep.
reverse.
All right. What we could do is one more. If it's not that, then it's got to be this. So you can try one more shove if you want to, of the primer if you want to hit it one more time.
Pump it.
I love it. My best success has been to turn the fuel off
Mm-hmm.
and go in with it if we think it's flooded.
Okay.
That seems to be the more likely point most of the time.
More primers.
I don't know. It's been starting pretty good. Yesterday I got it started right away. I don't have a problem with it. But if anybody has a problem with it, it seems like I do.
Yeah, it's never not started with me.
Yeah.
I often give it more primers.
Okay, give it more primers. That's it.
Because we've tried exhausting
Yeah, do what you normally do. Because you've been one of the more successful ones.
Yeah.
This engine takes more than normal. I was used to Continental engines that did not take this much.
Yeah. Batteries running out.
Yeah. In the nick of time. Didn't have much better.
Oh yeah.
So in retrospect, we probably should have put 6 in it.
Yeah.
Radio check.
Test, test, test.
All right. Okay, avionics radio is on. Six. New River Valley Airport. Automated weather observation 1547 Zulu weather wind 270 at 4 visibility 10 clear below 12,000 temperature 2 Celsius dew point minus 16 altimeter 3036
3036. 3033.
30 New
There you go.
Valley
46.
Airport. Automated weather observation 1547 Zulu. Okay. Navigation line. Okay, brakes off. All right, ready to go.
Alrighty.
The windsock kind of looks like it's favoring runway 6. Although the
Right now it's favoring 24. You agree?
2-4.
Yep. The bird flies out at the big end of the runway, or the big end of the sock.
So, you're right. Yeah, sorry, you're right. Okay.
Okay.
Univer Valley traffic, Cessna Flight 8 Golf is taxiing to runway 24. Univer Valley traffic. Gonna test the brakes.
Okay. Try it. I have brakes.
All right.
So basically, he'll sit here and just simply ask you questions from time to time.
Yeah.
And then suggest the things he'd like to see.
Yeah. Try to distract me.
I mean, he's not trying to be unfair. He's trying to be, just knowledgeable and to say things that will test your knowledge a little bit.
Yeah.
But he understands you've got to concentrate once in a while.
Yeah. It was part of the PTS to distract the.
And if you need him to hold that question to say, let me concentrate on this a little bit, and then I'll get back to you.
Yeah. Don't let me fly the plane.
Yep. I mean, that's first and foremost is you have to fly the airplane. As I say, good judgment is all he's looking for,
Yeah.
or is a big portion of what he's looking for.
Yeah. Check the turn coordinator.
That's more of an IFR check, so you don't really
Yeah.
have to do that private-wise.
Okay.
But
So what do you like us to do first?
we'll do a short field takeoff
Okay.
and go on up to altitude and do a few of those kind of things.
Okay. One of the questions I had in mind now with the short field landing and soft field landning, you want to clear the obstacle. Where should I imagine the obstacle being away from
Always
the...
imagine the obstacle on a short field. It's always going to be.
But where?
It's 50 feet right at the end of the runway, right at the edge of the end of the runway.
At the
There's 50
threshold?
feet, right at the threshold.
At the threshold.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I've been into airports where there's a power line.
Yeah.
That was at least 50 feet right
Okay.
at the threshold.
At the threshold.
Right at the threshold. Believe it or not.
Wow.
And you had to clear it. You really needed to clear
That
it.
is funny, yeah. I mean, but yeah.
There-
But that's what I should always imagine it, that being at the threshold.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That way, what we're doing there, by doing that, we're forcing you
Yeah.
to come up with an angle. What we want is you to come up with that
Yep.
angle to be able to cross over there and yet come down.
Yep.
Otherwise, you'd probably plan a flat approach.
Yeah.
We don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
that.
So the only
You
thing
come
is
up-
seeing that coming down at
Right.
the last part. Okay.
Right.
All right. Gyros check, turn coordinator check. Parking brakes set, I don't set them. Flight controls check. Heading indicator. Fuel valve on both. Elevator trim. A meter check. Suction gauge check. Magnetos. Carb heat.
Why is there a decrease when you pull the hot air on?
Because it decreases the density of the air. So it varies the mixture again.
So it makes the mixture more rich.
More rich because it decreases. No, wait a minute. So hot air, so less dense. So you have more air, more gas in it. So yeah, it's gonna be more rich. Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
I gotta think about it. Yeah.
I mean, that's counterintuitive, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Responder doors locked. Clearance obtained. Landing lights. Well, just have them on. All right, ready to go.
Ready to go?
Lights, camera,
And
action.
so we're going to do a short
Short field. So I'm gonna go all the way to the left.
All right. So we're going to advise the back taxi
Yep.
here.
Yep. Check for traffic. If we can't see, we'll turn around, but I can't see anything.
Okay.
So we're good. Univay traffic, Cessna 5A Golf is back taxiing to runway 24 for departure. Univay traffic.
And a little crosswind from the right, probably. Although it's kind of not.
It's
too bad
kind of
at
down
all.
the runway, it looks
Yeah,
like
it's
it,
kinda,
yeah.
Kind of not much. Only difference between a short field landing and a soft field landing is at the end, the short field landing, you're going to come to a full stop.
Yep.
And at the end of the soft
Yeah.
field landing, you're going to give it power.
Yep.
And you're going to feel for the ground with power with soft field.
Yep.
Otherwise, they're the same. In fact, they frequently are molded together to
Yeah.
be the same in an emergency landing.
Yeah. But in practice, he's going to ask you to do each of them separately.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So it gives you a little bit more, it makes it easier by doing them separate.
Right.
Those are almost two different things, but you can combine them. You want to take every inch of space that you can. You want to show them that you're using all the runway.
So this is good enough?
This is good enough, but be sure you point out that you're using all of the all the available runway.
Okay, so 10 degrees of flap. And I'm just going to show you. I guess I don't need to describe everything, right?
Yeah. I will try to be quiet so you can go ahead and do this.
The first time at least, I'm sure you'll point out things.
Alright, so is this speed VX or VY?
This is VX.
Okay, so you want, what speed do you want to climb at there? About 65?
This is short field, so it's going to be, it should have been 65 actually.
Okay, so at 50 feet above the ground, you push the nose down, and then you...
What's happening? Something's happening.
I was just holding it up.
Oh, you are? Okay, sorry about that.
Sorry. And then you bring up the flaps.
Sorry, yeah, because... So that was you were happening.
I was happening.
Sorry, now you can say what you were saying, and now I can pay attention.
Alright, so it's VX until you reach 50 feet above the ground. You're not in, you're at 50 feet above the ground, you're not in ground effect.
Yep.
Right? So you're above ground effect.
Yep.
So you just level out, bring up the flaps, get VY, and then continue your climb.
Okay, so VX, I should have done it where I maximum climb at 65, was it?
Right.
And then 50 feet, and then VX, VY, which is 80 for us, around 80, 85.
Right. So
and then,
So the takeoff, it's a normal takeoff.
Yeah.
But once you get in the air, then you climb at 65.
65, okay, let me make an announcement.
Okay.
Near line traffic, Cessna 5A Golf is turning crosswind runway 24, near line traffic. You want to go right to the practice area?
That's fine. You're going to depart the traffic pattern at
3,100.
You've got guys coming in here at 3,100, so...
We'll make an announcement and we're looking. And now we're going to make an announcement. Near line traffic, Cessna 5A Golf is departing the pattern to the south, southeast, near line traffic.
So the AIM, the Airman's Information Manual, says the way you should depart the traffic pattern is not the way you just did it.
Not from crosswind?
So no, you should either go straight to the 3100 and then go on your course, or you can turn 45 degrees to the left and start your climb, but not to stay in the pattern.
Not from crosswind, you mean?
Right.
So straight ahead or 45 from from the upwind.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the Airman's Information Manual and confirm that.
All right.
All right, we'll climb into let's go on up to about 4,500. We can do the rest of it.
Yep.
He's very picky about the way you enter and exit traffic patterns.
Okay.
So be very cautious about that one, because he will climb on you for that one.
I'm glad you pointed it out. Now for the entry, 45 degree downwind is the best, but could I also do straight downwind if I'm coming from, what would you recommend with him?
Well, if you're just staying in the pattern, then it's straight downwind, but otherwise I would do the 45 degree.
Either way, you mean, or the cross field.
Well, play it safe. As a student, play it safe. 45 degrees to enter downwind. I mean, after you get your license, you can do long final for long finals in all sorts of ways. But when you're doing the test,
Yeah.
Let's keep it within.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking about, really. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's keep it with what the AIM recommends.
Yeah. Okay. So midfield entry is not AIM recommended if we're on the other side. I mean,
at a 45-degree angle, yes.
Midfield 45 degree? No, midfield to the other side. I mean.
Oh, to get to the other side, it's crossing over plus 500, and then a right descending
270
turn to a left downwind.
Okay, so that's also in AIM. If I'm flying with him, I'll try to do that also if I'm on the other side.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
All right.
Make sure you can back up. I mean, those are. That's a really, really, really important point.
Yeah. All right, so we are close to our
all right, 4,500. Good. All right, so what I'm going to ask you to do is pick out a reference point on the horizon, and I'd like for you to show me two 360-degree turns at a 45-degree bank. He may not give you this much information on how to do it.
Sure.
He may just say, show me some steep turns in the way that you've been practicing.
Okay, so let me first stabilize the plane and trim it, and then we'll do some clearing turns.
Okay.
Then I'll enter the maneuver.
Don't forget the clearing turns.
Yep.
That's the second, the biggest thing that gets people.
Yep.
Everything you do at altitude, you need a clearing turn for.
Yep. And let me also just to make sure.
Right. Very good. Go about 50 RPMs in from rough running.
50. So I do 2 and 2 in. Is that good enough?
Yeah, as long as it's toward the end.
Okay. All right. So do clearing turns. I'll do one to the left first.
Okay. And define clearing turns for me.
Clearing turns are 90-degree turns, one to the left, one to the right to look for traffic.
Or they can be in the same direction.
And what do you mean?
They could be 2 left turns, 2 left 90-degree turns, or 2 right 90-degree turns. They don't have to be alternate directions.
So this is one we did.
For clearing turns, they can both be in the same direction, or they can be in alternate directions.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So we could do another one this way, and we'll be fine.
Sure.
Yeah. But you're saying we could do also backwards, and we'll be heading the other way. Okay.
Yes.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
But we do not do anything over cities, right?
Yes. Is that that's Radford? Yeah.
Yeah. That is a Radford city.
And we are
cities, towns, or any accumulation of people.
We're going to be heading that way.
Yeah. We're not allowed to do these kind of maneuvers.
Yeah.
Berkeley County traffic, Decathlon 2 Charlie Hotel is 5 to the southwest, 3,000 foot descending.
Okay, so clear your side. Anna, I forgot.
We appear clear. I don't see anyone. So yeah, that's always a good thing to ask your passengers to look for other aircraft.
Yeah, I was gonna say that for the briefing. Yeah. All right. So let me get the altitude again that I lost here a little bit. Okay. Go away from the city a little bit, actually, and let's head that way.
All right.
I will start, once I'm set up, I'll start with a left turn and then a right turn.
Okay. So what was your point? That little
mountain, yeah.
Okay. And you're plus or minus 100 feet, plus or minus 10 degrees. And just look at your trend in the instrument tells you as much as anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to also look at the outside.
Yep, the outside is more important.
Yep.
First County traffic.
Alright.
On 2 Charlie Hotels on the downwind for 2.
That's acceptable.
Comanche, you ready to go?
You see it consistently climbing. Just
Yeah.
just relax your hands.
And my speed is also gaining, so it's trying
just
to...
relax your hands. All right. It always wants to come up there at the end. That was good. Very good.
All right.
I consider that very, very much qualifying.
All right.
All right. So now I'd like to do slow flight. I'd like you to demonstrate
Slow flight.
Slow flight. We'll do it at about 60 miles an hour. You could probably get by with 65 with him, but we've always done it at 60. So
You want 60?
So let's do it at that.
We'll aim for 60 then.
And we'll not be using flaps.
No flaps. All right.
He may or may not ask you to use flaps. But
Okay.
it doesn't matter. I imagine he'll just say, do it the way you're used to doing it.
You would say that, you think?
Yeah, more than likely. Now remember, we still need clearing turns for every new thing that we do.
Every new thing, so let's do clearing turns now.
Yep. So you
Okay,
can,
left.
in the second half of your clearing turn, you can come back and start slowing it down as you're clearing your clearing turn.
Well, I am already slowing down and turning at the same time, which I guess is one of the things that they look for.
Multitasking.
Multitasking. Multi-maneuvering.
All right, now you can come back to 60 miles an hour.
All right. Let's climb first.
Try to hold this altitude as best you can.
Yeah, I was gonna.
45.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep at this altitude then.
Okay.
The altitude we're at. So my, yeah.
You'll need a lot of nose up trim.
Yep. A lot of rudder also, so I make sure I mention that to him.
Yep.
And a lot of power once we get to the speed.
Right. Once you've got it stabilized at about 60 miles an hour, and you have the altitude stabilized, let me know.
To the west.
I'm good.
All right, so what I'd like to do now is to turn back in the other direction, 180-degree turn.
180-degree turn, left or right?
Yep, your choice.
Left or right?
Just look first. All right, no more than 20 degrees of bank in this turn, and you may have to add power just because you're giving up some of your horizontal lift for vertical lift. Actually, reverse that. You're giving up some of your vertical lift for horizontal lift.
Gonna give some more power because I'm losing altitude a little bit.
Right, so just you can increase the power to make up for it. You're inducing a lot of drag. This is induced drag from the airframe. So remember all the different types of drag. Parasitic drag. All right, just hold out at 270 on the indicator there, if you would, on your DG. And I'd like you now to hold 60 miles an hour, but I'd like you to climb to 4,700. 4,700.
Climb to 4,700.
But hold 60 miles an hour. Try to get that number 6.5. A little back further. Yeah. Got all your nose up trim. Yeah. Good.
You want what altitude you want?
Yeah. Pull back just a little bit
Pull
more
back?
on the nose. Yeah. I want 60 to cut in half. I want that number to be cut in half. There
60, you mean
yeah.
you mean 65,
Yeah.
right?
That's 60. No, I want 60. 60.
Oh, you want 60?
60. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. With him, you can go to 65 if you want, but I know the edge is more like 60.
Okay, and what altitude do you want?
47, that's okay. Just go ahead and stop here. Stop your climb. Hold your airspeed. 60. All right, bring that back to 0. Alright, now I'd like you to do a 180-degree turn again. Actually, let's just do turn to north. Turn right to a northerly heading. I want to get off these mountains.
Left now wind for 24.
And you want 5,700, right?
Yeah, you can hold that for now. But hold it if you. Looks like.
Oh, you want 58? I thought you wanted 5,700, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't care. Yeah, 57's fine. Go ahead and bring it down to 57. That's fine. All right, northerly is coming up. That's good. All right. 4,700 coming up. All right, now I'd like you to decrease your altitude, holding 60 miles an hour, decrease down to 4,500.
4,500.
Yeah. Maintaining a northerly heading.
Yep.
This is called a controlled descent. Anytime you're controlling airspeed like this and still going down, this is a controlled descent. Hold 60. Cut that number in half.
Blue Ridge traffic, tailcraft 53 Mike, 6 miles to the southeast. Inbound for landing, runway 30, Blue Ridge.
Hear a lot of Blue Ridge activity today due to the race.
Yeah, the race, yeah. The guys at the airport were going, I think.
Okay, bring up some power. Within 50 feet of your power, start bringing in. See, it wants to do this gyroscopic thing.
With the power, yeah.
Yeah, you're very close to a stall, so it just kind of acts a little bit funny. So just keep it steady. You're fine. And you notice the nose changing attitudes. When you bring more power in, the nose is going to go higher. All right. So, do you have a view limiting device by chance?
I do in the back, in my back, yeah.
Could I take the aircraft and let you get down?
Yes, you got the controls?
I have the controls.
Yeah, I made sure I get that with me today. Want me to put it on?
Yeah. I meant to ask you sooner, sorry.
No problem, yeah. No, I should have taken a...
I thought there was one in here, and that was the reason why I didn't bring it up.
I looked for it also, yeah.
Full stop, Mountain Empire.
All right, I'm gaining altitude.
All right.
All right, I've let it get to 4,600, but that's okay. All right. Anytime you're ready to take over, just grab the controls and say, I have the controls.
I have the controls.
All right, you have the controls. All right, so now I'd like you to turn to a heading of westerly, 270, left turn. Left turn is clear.
270.
He will do this. He will put you on the goggles.
Of course, yeah.
At some point. And hold west at 270. At 4,500.
Mike is left base for 30.
All right, now we're going to do something very similar to what we did before. In fact, exactly like what we did before. I'd like you to climb to 4,700, but hold 60 miles an hour.
4,700, 60 miles per hour.
Yep. Keep the ball in the center. That's the way. Bring in power slowly. You probably don't need carb heat at this point. Now let's go just a little bit. Yeah, more rich. Holding west. You're balancing three things right now. Altitude,
I feel like I'm balancing 4.
Airspeed, altitude, and direction.
And rudder.
Yeah. All right, stop your climb at 47. All right, very good. Now let's do a left turn. Left is clear. Turn back to a heading of easterly.
Easterly heading, so...
Turn. Maintain 4,700.
Mountain Empire, 06 Romeo, final 26, Mountain Empire. 0, full stop, Blue Ridge.
We're lucky that there's not a lot of wind today, I think.
Yep.
Well, lucky, or unlucky.
A lot easier for sure.
Yeah.
Lucky or unlucky, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Traffic Archer 702 Alpha will be passing midfield at 3,000, climbing up to 4,000, and departing off to the north. Harrison County. All right, 3:30 at 4, we're going to use runway 22.
All right, stop on easterly. All right, now I'd like you to decrease your altitude back down to 4,500, maintain 60 miles an hour.
4,500, 60 miles.
Fowler City, the citation just about to crosswind for 22. Fowler City traffic, citation left downwind for 22.
All right.
All right, very good. All right, so go ahead and bring the nose down, put the trim back into proper position, and let's proceed at about 80 miles an hour in this direction easterly. All right, very good. Before we quit, go ahead and tell me which radial we're on from Pulaski at this point.
Okay. Sorry, I'm focusing also on my speed at the same time, so.
Blue Ridge traffic, bearing 5 Bravo Zulu, 10 to the southeast, inbound for landing, Blue Ridge.
We are on the 110, almost 110 radial, kind of actually 109, 108 radial maybe.
Perfect, perfect. Okay. All right. I have the aircraft.
You have the plane?
Yes. You go ahead and remove the goggles, and I'll hold on to them for you.
All right.
A little bit of nose up trim on there still.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take control.
I got the controls.
You have the controls. And now I'd like you to demonstrate for me a power on stall.
Power on stall.
Or also called a departure stall.
Departure stall. Okay, so let's get close to departure speed. We're kind of there, which is good. So I haven't done one of those for a while. So I'll put mixture on bridge.
Okay.
As we are going to be, and we're ready.
No, we're not.
We're not ready. Why we're not ready? Clearing turns.
Clearing turns, right. We never do anything different unless we have a clearing turn.
All right, so I'll do a right clearing turn first for this one. Is that the only thing we're not ready with?
Yep.
Okay.
You want to, I mean, you can do more than 180 degrees. So
yeah.
You can just,
okay.
Let's just head back the other way. Just continue your turn.
Okay.
As you do, just be sure that your head is looking around for other traffic.
Yeah.
That's the main thing we're after with this.
I could do only one direction turn, you mean, or do I need to do two?
Just coming on around. It's, the definition of a clearing turn is 2 90-degree turns. They can be in the same direction.
I see what you mean. Okay. So 180 will be a 290 degree,
yes,
you mean, okay.
But you can do more than that. You can do a 240 degrees.
Yeah, okay.
But that's the minimum.
All right. So let's keep this heading.
Yep, that's fine. All right, now as soon as you're ready, go ahead and get set up then for the departure stall.
Okay, departure stall. So.
And we want to enter this, according to the book, we want to enter this at a speed preferably below 80 miles an hour, just so we don't get a high vertical.
Yes, okay. As if it were a climbing speed also.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
That was the reason why I was having you to hold on to that lower speed.
Yeah, okay. So ready?
Yep. Now with him, you may or may not have to break it, but you are going to have to tell him where the edge of it is. And you have to be right. Okay, right there's the edge. Now don't fight it, don't fight it, don't fight it.
Okay.
Yeah. With the aileron, you were fighting it. The aileron does almost nothing at those airspeeds.
Yeah.
So all you're doing is making it aggravated.
Okay.
By moving it.
By moving it, okay.
Just don't worry about it. You've got all kinds of control with your feet.
I had it all the way right, rather.
Your feet can keep it from falling off to one side or the other.
That didn't work, I felt.
Because the rudder has lots of control, but the ailerons have almost none.
So I entered all the way right rudder.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't seem to be correcting it.
All right, let's try another one.
Okay, so what did I do? So, okay.
You were fighting it.
But I was giving also rudder.
Complaint that you were, but you were giving it too much. So
too much rudder?
No,
okay.
too much aileron.
Aileron, okay.
You can use all the rudder you want.
Okay. So let's start at slow speed then, very slow speed.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Traffic, Sailorcraft 53 Mike is departing the pattern.
New River traffic, Cutlass Niner.
Ideally, we want it to fall straight.
Taxi 24, New River.
Which means you'll probably have to push your right foot some. Right foot.
That's a lot of right foot. That's a lot of right foot.
Okay.
So what's happening again here?
Yeah.
What did I do wrong again?
You were fine.
That was fine?
You can actually call it just a little bit before that if you want to.
Okay. I need to practice more of that.
Yeah. So let's do another one.
So yeah, because it fell to the right afterwards. So
it's just doing this gyro thing. It's wanting to spin you.
Yeah.
But you're keeping the spin from happening with the rudder, which is a lot of control. You have a lot of rudder back there.
Okay. So try it again.
Yep. Ideally, just let the nose fall a little bit.
So now it's starting.
All right, feel right at the edge is right there. All right.
Then rudder.
Right, push your right
rudder.
Yep.
Now it's right rudder, and then left right rudder.
And then just get it flying again. That's all you got to do.
Okay. Okay, I need to do it again on my own completely then. Okay.
All right, I'm off of it.
Okay, good. So, but yeah, okay. Okay, this is good practice.
Yeah. Be sure and bring in your right foot because it's going to want to fall left. This airplane, every airplane is a little bit different. This one has a little bit of a left wing tendency.
So what should I not do again? Say it again. I shouldn't put.
Just try to keep the wings level as you can, but let the nose fall, and then bring in as you're coming down. You probably have to add quite a lot of right rudder in order to keep it from falling off to the left.
Okay. So keep it level. Now I'm entering rudder.
You're keeping the ball in the center.
Keeping the ball in the center.
All right.
And now it's braking.
Just let the nose
fall. Let the nose fall and then some rudder.
Yeah, that was perfect right there.
All right. Okay. So I overdid it last time. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just overdid it. Okay.
Yeah, that was perfect.
One more time then.
Okay.
We good on turns and traffic?
Yeah, we're okay. I'm watching.
Okay, good. So, okay, one more time. So I did the first one on my own completely, right?
Yes, I didn't touch it.
Okay, good.
Feel it right
let it
there.
fall, let it fall, some rudder, and then not too much rudder.
Beautiful.
And then just let it fall. Okay, so I was overcompensating.
That was perfect.
Okay, good, okay. So I was just overdoing it.
All right, now this time I want to throw you a curve. I want to do this one as a 20-degree bank to the left.
Oh, no.
Okay? It's no different, really.
With power on.
The airplane is just going to fall directly. If you've got the ball in the center, the airplane just falls, straight down from that. The centrifugal force will do the same thing. So.
Okay. So again.
Yeah.
Power on stall.
Yeah, but go ahead and put it in the bank as you bring in. Put it in the bank first, and then bring in power.
Okay. So bank. And at this degree.
20 degrees is two of those small marks.
Okay.
And then bring in power and get it over with. Just go ahead and bring in the nose on up. Keep the 20, no more than 20, or else you'll aggravate it. That's the way. Keep coming up. Come on. Right there. Relax.
Relax. Okay. Lower the nose, gain speed, and then raise the nose again. Okay, good.
Exactly. The recovery is going to be power, wings level, pull up, push down, whatever it takes.
Okay, good.
But power is always the first thing in recovery.
Okay, you didn't put any rudder that time. Okay,
I didn't touch it.
Just so I know that I'm the one who did it. Yeah.
Yep, I didn't touch it.
Okay.
All right. So you want to do another one? Just
so
you feel comfortable with those?
I do. Yeah.
Because this is the way he's going to want to see them.
Yeah. Okay. Do a right one this time?
Yeah, they're always going to be to the left, though. The 20-degree banks are always going to be to the left.
So let's do another one to the left?
Yeah, I mean, you can do a clearing turn if you want, but your bank is always going to be to the left. If you do it to the right, there's a right turning tendency to do the back. The prop is turning that way.
Okay. So do another, we'll do it with the cleaning turn?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to do it.
And again, getting it lower than 80 miles an hour is always the better way to do it.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Okay. Bring up the power. Just try to get it over with as quickly as you can. Let the nose drop straight down. On back. Okay, feel it. Let the nose drop. And don't let it spin. All right. That one was a little bit more to the left than we should.
Okay. Do it again?
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
we don't want to let him see an almost spin here.
Yeah, okay.
He wants to see total control.
How much should I pay attention to the ball?
Keep the ball in the center up until the point where it starts to try to drop on you, and as you're coming down and gaining speed, you aren't going to be close to the stall. Then you can push on the right rudder to stop it from going left. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm trying to comprehend. Can you say it again, please?
So I'm just saying, if you pounce on the rudder while we're at that stall, you can very easily, initiate a spin.
Yeah.
But if you are gaining airspeed as the nose is kind of falling through, we aren't going to spin because you aren't close to the stall anymore.
Yes. Okay, I see what you mean.
So then you can start to push on the right rudder more.
So I'm just overdoing the rudder in general, and
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So again, let me slow it down a little bit. Traffic clear on your side?
We are clear. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Pull back, feel it, and then drop it.
Then drop it.
Like so. Okay.
Not bad, I guess.
Yep. That'll
okay.
do.
I need to practice some more later, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can practice this. All right, let's do
on my own. I'm too afraid to practice on my own right now.
Okay. Let's do a power off stall.
All right, power off stall.
And remember, power off stalls require you to have according to the PTS, they want to see a controlled descent first, and then come down. So we're not allowed to go lower than 4,000 feet because he has to have at least 1,500 feet.
That's why I'm climbing, yeah.
For insurance. So at 45 you're safe, and then just put it into a controlled descent, and then stop your descent at some point by turning off the power and trying to hold it back to keep it from going any further down.
So I'm doing a cleaning turn.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so just pretend like, the way I like to set these up is just like you were getting ready to land.
Yep.
So if you pull carburetor heat on and I absolutely get it, and put 2 layers of flaps on instead of 1. So you have two notches or 20 degrees of flaps instead of 10. Okay. All right, so we're in downwind right now, getting ready to turn base.
Yep.
And so now he's going to have you do this in a 20-degree bank to the left also. So if you want to just go ahead and start out doing it in a 20-degree bank, that's fine.
20-degree bank.
So you're in downwind, you're going to turn base. This is going to be like a 20-degree bank turn. Or maybe you're turning base and getting ready to turn final.
Okay, so
more likely.
All right, so make it in a turn.
Yep, make it a controlled
controlled turn.
A coordinated turn, and then allow it to come down at some designated airspeed at say 70 miles an hour is fine, and just allow it to start coming down. Okay, now you're in your controlled descent, which is what the PTS mentions.
Yep.
And we're going to allow it to come down to say, how about 4,300?
4,300, okay.
Yeah. So keep pulling power back until it starts down. It'll go down sooner or later.
Wind for runway 6.
And hold 70 miles an hour. You're going to come to 7. You're going to come down to 43, but don't let it go any lower. Just kind of start pulling back on the nose a little bit.
Then one, and then what?
And turn off the power.
Okay. Then pull power and install it?
Pull all the power off, Now just try to keep it from coming down by pulling back on it some. All right, now this is going to be far less exciting.
Yeah.
Keep pulling back, feel it right there. Okay,
Yeah.
recovery is power. Carburetor heat off, wings level, and
Yeah, I've done those on my own.
Yeah,
not scary.
yeah, those are easy.
Yeah.
Those you can practice on your own. That was good. Let's do one though in a 20-degree bank to the left.
To the left again? Okay.
Were you at 20 degrees at that time?
No, we kind of straightened the last moment.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I thought too. All right, let's do it this time and make sure it stays at 20 degrees to the left. Now your flaps are still down, so remember recovery is bringing the flaps back up also. Flaps will be your last thing after you get it flying again.
Yeah, because we didn't do it the way I used to do it with these, so yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I only practiced on my own the straight ones, not in the turn.
Okay.
Gonna do some cleaning turns.
Yes.
Berkeley County Traffic, Structure 792 Alpha is entering the downwind for runway 6, Berkeley County.
All right, good enough.
All right, so again, we're going to pretend like we're landing. So carburetor heat, C-gump, C, gas on both, undercarriage now locked and welded, mixture, and flaps back to 20 degrees instead of 10. Okay, and so we give it a controlled descent.
Standard lead.
The left one?
And go ahead and put it in the 20-degree bank to the left.
Yeah, I didn't practice the stalling with the turn, that's why I guess
Yeah,
I
I
was
know you did.
Yeah.
This is something, this kind of gets you ready for the test because this is something that he wants to see. So keep coming down for the 4300 again. Just pull some more power back if you need to. It'll come down. Good job holding airspeed. All right, there's your 43. Pull the power off and hold your altitude, but keep the bank in.
Hold the altitude, hold the altitude. Try to hold the altitude, try to hold it.
One back, one back, one back, one back. Feel it?
Okay, yep, and then lower the nose.
Yep.
And heat and straighten up, and then...
that's all there is to it.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. So you can practice those.
Okay.
All right.
All right, what do you want to do
So
next?
we're flying along, and all of a sudden we lose power.
Uh-oh.
So
Okay,
now
so
we
couple
have an
things.
emergency condition. Number one,
So trim to 70.
number one, fly the airplane and trim it to 70 to 80 miles an hour.
Okay, we have a field behind us here that I could aim
All right.
for.
Take your time. Make
Nope.
sure think about the wind. Make sure there's no trees.
Any smoke, anything.
Yeah, anything you can get to give you the best approaches. Try to pick the best approaches possible without trees if you possibly can, or power lines.
I got one beneath us and behind us actually.
Okay. All right. Just let's kind of circle around that a bit.
The wind is coming from 4 degrees. Wind's coming this way, so if we make it, we need to turn
All right.
180.
You've still got plenty of time. Number two thing is to try a restart if you can. Or actually, number two was to pick the field. Number three is the restart with fuel usually being the problem. Number four is the communications.
So we did that.
121.5 or 7700. Number five, crack the doors.
Okay.
You got to repeat all 5 of those things to him, because he's waiting to hear it.
Okay. So let me say them again. So okay, we adjusted the speed.
Number
we
one
looked
is speed.
for the field, and I think we have a couple of down here. We have enough time to go down, and then emergency if we're gonna when we're gonna touch down, open the doors.
If you have time, is number 3. Try for the restart. Number 4 is the communications. Number 5 is are the doors.
What are you using, rudder? You're using rudder,
All
right?
right, so that's the field right there, off to our left, correct?
It's, yeah, it's behind me to the left here.
All right, let's not get too far away from it, because you're 1,000 feet above it now. Just prove to me that you can put it in that field. I'm not going to call it off. You have to go under the impression that you're going to do this. If you don't commit, you'll never do it.
Where is the field?
Don't lose your field.
Actually, it's below us, but it's below us.
Okay.
But I didn't make it. I probably think we can make that one over there, so I'm gonna aim for that one.
All right. He doesn't let you do that. Okay. The field you pick, you've got to stay with.
Well, we're too high above it, though.
Right.
We missed it.
All right. Let's give it power and get out of here then. Yeah. Once you commit to the field, you don't have a choice. You have to go to that field. That field. You have to prove to him that you can put it there, because you said you could put it there.
Yeah. I just didn't turn. I turned too soon for it, I think.
Yeah.
I should have waited until I turned later on for it, and used a lots of flaps.
Right. So let's climb back up to 4,000. Now you had plenty of time initially, so you don't want to go away from your field. Keep your field.
Yeah.
There's called the key position.
Yeah.
Is you know, on the side that you're going to be landing from. Stay in that key position right along that field so you don't lose it.
We went down pretty quickly.
No, it just seemed quick because we were talking about a number of things there.
Okay.
And, as I say, these are the hardest things.
Yeah.
Because you've got, I mean, this is physics here.
Yeah.
You've got a potential force. And you know, you've got a kinetic force, and you're trying to get the right amount of motion. Everything is good until you hit the ground.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure you hit the ground at the right spot.
Yeah. Okay.
Try to pick the best possible field you can see. I mean, it may be that you pick the wrong field.
Yeah.
But you still got to show him that you could land in that field if you had to.
My point is, I was too high to land for it. It was too late, so I wasn't going to land.
Right. But if you even though you didn't see the power line and there's a power line crossing the field, if you pick that field, you've got to stay with it.
Yeah.
Prove it. Say, okay, I'm going to show you I can land in that field. But as in retrospect, it wasn't the best field to choose.
But that wasn't my point. We were already, the field that I picked, we were above it by the time we got to it. So what would I do next?
Okay, what you had to do was to stay in that key position.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
But I get your point about...
Okay, you can level out.
You said 4,500, right?
No, let's just level at 4,000.
4,000, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're fine at 4,000 here. All right, so we're going to do it again.
Okay.
We just lost power.
Okay.
And you're going to look around. Number one, fly the airplane 80 miles an hour for glide speed.
Okay, we got a hospital underneath us.
That's always helpful. They've got a nice field beside them too, by the way.
Yeah, or the helipad. Actually, there are a couple of good fields next to them. I'm going to land on that one.
Which one? Which one?
There's one right next to that house.
Okay, all right.
Actually, no, there's a better one. Hold on. No, there's a better one. I'm going to land at that one.
The one closest
No, the green
to
one with the
top,
tree next
or
to it.
the one next, okay, I got it. All right, fine. That'll be your strip.
That's going to be my strip.
All right, now you're on the right downwind, is that correct?
No, I'm going to, no, I'm going to do a midfield. No, the wind is coming from behind us.
Okay. Well, this would be still a right downwind for it, right?
Yeah, I just wasn't thinking about what you're saying. I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a right downwind.
Just make it to what you're familiar with. You can change it over to a left downwind. Not a problem.
I'm just going to make it to that field. That's my plan.
Okay. All right. So we're crossing over it right now.
We're crossing over it. Yep.
Okay. And as my friend used to say, if you land close to a brick house, that they'll feed you better. Apparently he had done this.
As long as you're next to it also, I guess.
Time return. All right, so you're going to landing that way.
That way, exactly,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. I would have thought the prevailing wind was coming from the north.
Yeah, actually it was. That's what yeah, never mind. I'm committed. It's too late.
Okay, all right. Whichever way you want.
That's what I came up with when I was
you
thinking.
Still got 1,000 feet, so, I mean, you can change your mind on that.
We can? On the direction? Or in the field?
Your choice.
I mean, if I could change my mind, I would land that one. That's a lot better.
Oh, yeah, that's a much better field.
So let's aim for that one. I would definitely aim for that one. Because it's really...
All right, let's aim for that field.
Yes, I'm going to aim for that one, yeah.
Okay, all right, fine. But you know that normally you don't change your mind.
Yeah, yeah.
And try to pick the area that it doesn't have trees on both sides.
Yep.
You still got 1,000 feet, so you're doing...
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing great.
I'm trying to lose altitude actually. So I have two choices. I'm either make a 360 or maybe not.
You can always pull flaps.
Flaps, yeah.
But be sure you're in position before you
We're
pull
too
the
high
flaps.
for flaps. Yeah, I think we could make another... Well, the impossible turn. I'm going to try the impossible turn.
No, you're fine. Just keep it at 80 miles an hour. 80 miles an hour. Because you'll have the best glide range. You always have flaps if you need it.
Yep. We're going to make it. We'll make it.
Okay, you've got flaps.
We got flaps. I would start using my flaps. I probably won't use them right now.
No,
but I would.
Use them if you need them. Use them now. You've got to put it in that field. You got to show me that you can do this.
Are you controlling it?
No, I'm off of it.
I would. Yeah, I mean, I would. We're kind of lower than now. That I would take off now again, but I would.
Don't tell me what you would do. Just do it.
You want us to land?
Yes.
74 Bravo, ILS 6 approach, 6 mile final, low approach only, New River.
You got to show me that you can do this. All right, I'm good with that. All right, give it power now. Slowly on the flaps, slowly, slowly. Just don't try to climb with the full flaps.
Yep.
Just hold the nose down.
Yeah, I'm trying because I got a lot of trim for it.
Okay. All right, good job. See, the point of that is you have to prove to me you can land.
Yeah, I see your point, yeah. Oh, good. That's a good exercise. I like that. Okay.
And you were close to the hospital, so there was nothing but good news.
Everything was set right there, yeah.
I had one guy that I was working with. He always came over here to practice. One thing, he owned some property close to the hospital, but the other thing was he wanted to do it close to the hospital.
Yeah. I mean, that's the sixth and fifth, the seventh item on your list, right?
Yep. I mean, yeah, right. But I mean, you have to commit. You cannot. Yeah. You cannot say this is what I would do. There is no would. This is what you're doing. Because this is an emergency.
I mean, you convinced me for a second that we were going to actually land, so that's...
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to tell yourself, I'm going to land. If the guy over here has a heart attack, I'm landing in that field.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if you don't commit yourself, you won't do it.
You mean you want me to actually think as if I'm really going to do it until he tells me to pull up?
Absolutely.
Oh, so he's going to tell me to pull up?
Yeah, yes, he will always do that. But if he has a heart attack, you're still going to land in that field.
I mean, if he's out, I see what you mean.
Okay.
But I mean, you want me to commit. If he says nothing, we're going to land it on that field.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you don't do that, you will never be able to show him what he wants.
I see what you mean, yeah. I got it, yeah. Okay.
All right, very good. That one turned out pretty good.
Oh, good.
I guess we need to head back to the airport. I'm gonna have to follow. I got somebody at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Skydiving in progress over Chester.
Is the airport closer that way or this way?
I'll let you determine that. You got everything here, here that you need.
I mean, I know where it is. Right turn or left turn better. That's what I was pondering.
Yeah. Yeah, just give it a 2 indication. It'll tell you. Due west.
It was better to turn the other way, but that's okay.
A little mixture back just to keep my plugs clean.
Yeah. So, yeah, the power on stalls is what I need to practice a lot more.
And we'll do some more emergencies the next time.
Sure.
Emergency landings and also the groundwork.
Yeah.
But we made a lot of progress.
Yeah, I feel I learned a lot today.
Minus 16 altimeter 3033. New River Valley Airport. Automated weather observation 1650 Zulu weather. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 5.
We could just do a long final, right? Or maybe
We can enter the let's enter the pattern the way we should.
we should. Okay.
Yeah.
We are about what, 7 miles now?
Something like that. We're on the other side of the lake. I just wait till you get closer.
Okay, 5 miles maybe or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, traffic Archer 792 Alpha turning cross wind to runway 6.
So you think I've we had the power on stalls and steep turns, a little bit of practice maybe, and we didn't do the turns yet. But
Yeah. We started running short on time, but you can see this polish up the reason why we do it.
Oh yeah.
Because I know the way he wants to see to see this stuff.
Actually, I wasn't that concerned about him as much as I need to be comfortable.
Right.
And that is what it is to me, really. I think more. How close were we to spinning and some of those?
It was one to spin. I mean, that's why you were fighting it.
Yeah.
But the good news about the airplane is you got a lot of control with the rudder.
Yeah.
There's this thing called the falling leaf maneuver that enables you to just take the rudder and go back and forth like that, and you can go all the way down just going without it spinning, but still right at a stall.
So you mean, so again, it's the overcompensation with the rudder that caused that movement that I felt it was spinning because of, and I was kind of inducing it.
You've got this gyroscopic force up here that is wanting to not allow you to move, and yet it's giving you this kind of back and forth motion kind of thing. So we'll do some more of those just to be sure, but I think we're fine.
Okay.
Those I think we're fine on.
You mean the stalls?
Yeah, I mean as I say, we'll practice it one more time just to be sure you got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would practice anything, but not those power on stalls on my own.
Yeah.
Until I'm more comfortable, I guess.
The only bad news is if you developed into a spin, and then you have to figure out which way it's turning.
Yeah.
Give it an opposite rudder. A spin is a stall and a yaw.
Yeah.
If you break either one of those, it's no longer a spin.
Yeah, okay.
So it's figure out which way it's turning and stop the turn, with the rudder, because you got lots of control with the rudder. Push the nose over, push the nose in. That's going to break you away from the spin. Then what you do is get into a high-speed spiral.
Yeah.
Got to be careful not to pull out of those high-speed spirals too fast.
They tell you to neutralize it most of the time.
Right.
So again, I just overdoing it with the rudders, and with the ailerons also.
Yeah, we'll try not to do too much with the rudder. Just kind of, if it wants to fall off on the wing, you could probably kind of sneak in a little bit of right rudder to keep it from, ideally you want the nose to fall straight.
Yeah, well that's what I was using rudder, but I overdid it, I guess.
Yeah.
I still, Well, maybe I was starting it too early. Maybe you should show me one next time.
I was going to do that, and I got I got into something else. So, but I'll show you one next time.
Okay.
New River traffic, Navajo 3 Alpha Charlie, now 10 miles southwest, 5,500 inbound New River.
5,500.
That was Blue Ridge.
Oh, Blue Ridge? I thought it was New River.
Bravo is entering the published hold over the Pulaski VOR at 5,500.
You just make an announcement that we're entering the pattern?
Yeah. Turn your volume up just a hair.
You don't feel we need to make an announcement that we're approaching or anything?
It's really up to you, and to what you feel like the traffic condition is.
Traffic, Cherokee 3206 Celsius. Dew point -1.
West to the airfield, we'll be circling in for left downwind on runway 1.
Most of these guys are at different places.
We're about 3 miles now, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Here, Vine traffic, Cessna 5A Golf is about 3 miles to the east of the airport, incoming for landing runway 24. Here, Vine traffic. Got somebody waiting for you at 1?
I'm sorry?
You got somebody waiting for you at 1?
I do. Not a problem, don't worry about it. I'm fine. He's going to be flying the Cherokee, so he can start taking them apart. I was just trying to remember his name.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody I haven't met before.
Here, Vine traffic, Cessna 5A Golf is entering 45 left downwind runway 24 for a full stop landing. Here, Vine traffic.
We do this as a short field landing and landing on the aiming marks, which are the big white marks.
The solid ones, the 1,000-foot ones?
Yes, and this will be, there will be a 50-foot object.
What again, I'm saying?
There will be a 50-foot object.
Obstacle?
Yes.
Do you want us to land on the marks or not beyond the marks?
Well, the spot landing idea and the short field are the same, so just try to keep it within 200 feet beyond the marks.
Beyond the 1,000? It's on the solid 1,000
Yes, the big
marks.
solid marks. Yeah, the big
right.
white solid marks. Otherwise known as the aiming marks.
Yeah, okay. So 200 feet after.
Yes, up to 200
And we
feet.
don't land before those
If you
marks.
could land on them, that'd be great, but
All right.
but not before.
I'll aim for that, yeah.
Got one guy sitting there waiting.
Oh yeah, I didn't even hear him.
Blue Ridge, Chicago 80 X-ray. East about a mile, we'll be landing Blue Ridge, runway.
Normally you'd be at 31, right? So this one you want to stay a little higher than normal.
Yep.
Right?
And New River traffic, Navajo 3 Alpha Charlie, 3.5 miles southwest, 4,000. Going to join a left downwind 24 New River.
Right, he's behind you.
Yeah, he's 4 miles away still.
But he's in a Navajo, so he's traveling pretty fast.
Oh yeah?
Pretty fast. He's got 2 engines.
Okay. Univide traffic, Cessna 5A Golf is turning base for runway 24. Univide traffic.
Okay, head downwind for runway 30.
Kind of high anyways.
Yep.
Unedited traffic, Cessna 5A Golf is turning final for runway 24 and unedited traffic. So the obstacle is...
New River traffic, Navajo's going to do a 360 on the downwind, New River.
There's the Navajo.
Oh yeah, we're too slow for him.
Yeah. I figured that might be a problem, but that was his problem, not yours.
Yeah.
All right, so you easily got your 50, so you can come on down.
We're fine, okay.
Oh yeah, or down.
I'll aim for the point, then that's the other kind of point. All right.
All right. At the nose string.
New River Valley traffic, Skylane 58486, back taxi and runway 24, preparing for takeoff. New River Valley traffic.
All right, so we were probably just a little bit long on that.
And New River traffic, you got a Navajo in the pattern, you guys can't...
Yeah, he's pulling back off again, looks like.
I was following the traffic also. Well, so we didn't...
Skylane 58486.
Go ahead.
Yeah, are you on downwind or?
Yeah, I'm on downwind. As soon as he gets clear, I'll bring it in.
10-4. I saw you flying away. I thought you changed your mind.
That's fine. All right, so just
announcement.
Announce you're clear once you're clear of the...
And New River traffic, Navajo on the left base, final 24, New River.
Unedited traffic, Cessna 5A Golf is clear of runway 24, unedited traffic.
So you had the right of way, everything was...
Yeah.
I mean, nothing you could do any different.
Yep. Yeah, and I was focusing on that a little bit. We kind of landed on, but we didn't stop on 200 feet.
Yeah, we landed a little hard. And also, we landed just a little long, I think.
Yeah.
I think you might have had trouble with the 200 foot speed on that. Plus, our airspeed wasn't right. We should have been doing about 65 miles an hour on final. So that one is a little slower than normal approach.
Could be a little slower, you mean?
Yeah, we should have held the airspeed.
Yeah.
New River Valley traffic, Skylane 58486, back taxi and runway 24, prepare for takeoff.
Which is the velocity of a stalled configuration. So we were just a little fast.
Yep.
And New River traffic, Navajo is clear. We appreciate it, Skyline.
All right.
Blue Ridge traffic, 15.
I know you got to run.
That's all right. I'm with you.
Blue Ridge.
Sarah.
Alrighty then. Very good.
Good. You want to have my logbook or... Oh, you still need to charge me also. Do you want to...
Let me have your logbook and we'll get all that stuff straight.
Let me give you my credit card also if you want to work on that.
I can do that if you like.
Yeah.
Let me give you my credit card. Always like credit cards.
Yeah, makes it easy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
By the way, I got the 2.5 hours last time. My cross country. Charge me for those also.
Oh, okay.
My solo. I didn't send that in.
Oh, okay. Alright, so 2.5.
Yep.
Got it.
I can take care of that if you want.
Actually,
You need to.
You do that
Yeah.
and those.
Thank you.
Very good, Seth.
Yeah. Oh, see you there.